Okay, everyone, here we are at Invictus for the first day. It's actually Anvil Day, and we're gonna go through and take a look at some of these ships. Okay, here we go. Now, the cool thing about this is usually we have a free fly, which we do right now. And with these ships, you could actually rent any of them for free and give them a fly. Actually have an arrow, which I'll take out a little bit later, and maybe give you guys a tour of what the arrow could do, as well as a carrack. The cool thing about the carrack is currently it is one of 2 ships in game that have a medical bed in that you can use for respawning. This and the 890 jump. Now, I believe the 600i Explorer is also going to be available for once the gold standard is implemented, hopefully sometime later this year, that it will actually be able to have a Type 2 bed, which you can res in as well. But that remains to be seen. Currently it does not, but we'll see what happens. Now, this here is the Gladiator. We'll actually take that out. It is a bombing ship. It is currently the smallest bomber in game. The next one we'll actually see later this week, which is the Crusader A2, the Star Hercules A2. Over here we have the Terrapin, which is designed basically to be a scanning ship, and in history, I guess, for the purpose of it in the UE Navy is to pretty much scan and track enemy ships, collect communications, and just be kind of a reconnaissance ship. A ship that is designed to take in information and pass that information on to the fleet, and maybe even act as a communications buffer for the fleet also, for long distance communications. And here is the Hawk. The Hawk is actually a light fighter. The Hawk is actually a light fighter. And apparently I can't rent it. But it's a standard light fighter. It's kind of a little bit of a glass cannon. It's got a good amount of firepower on it, moves pretty good, and it is designed to be a bounty hunting ship. You'd actually collect your bounty and stuff them back here, and then you would bring them to, in this case in Stanton, it would be Klesher, and collect your reward. Around here we have several weapons. There's also ship parts. Looks like we got an error going on. Maybe I tried to... it's only allowing me to rent one ship, I guess? I don't know. We'll find out shortly. Whatever the error might be. And this here is the F8 Lightning. This ship you actually get as a reward for completing Squadron 42. You'll either, I believe, have it or be able to purchase it to have as a ship for using inside Star Citizen. Anyone who doesn't know, there's actually two separate games that CIG is creating at this moment. There's the single player, I guess, mission based, which is Squadron 42. You'll actually be a pilot in the UE Navy, and as a pilot in the Navy, you go through your missions, and it's kind of, I think it's going to end up being a little bit like, it's hard to say, kind of Skyrim-ish, but not. It's not as sandboxy. You'll actually have missions, but you'll be able to do those missions however you see fit. And as you do them, you will gain different things. So you can go through and try just to commando it, the whole thing and blow up anything that's in your way. You can try and more like 007, like spy your way, sneak your way, smooze your way through it, and do missions that way. There's basically, it's completely up to you how you do it. This here is the Hornet. Now, it's a great little medium fighter, and I did not want to climb in, but you see how that goes. Okay. Here's a civilian version. Let's see if I can rent this. Oh, still have an error. Okay. Well, I guess I'll work on getting these ships out there so I can take a look at it for you. Now, the F-7C and the F-7A are basically the same ship. The difference between the two is that the C is the civilian model, and if you look at the center of this, you'll notice that there is no turret. The turret is actually a 1 SEU cargo hold with the F-7C, but you are able to purchase a turret. You actually have a choice of 2 turrets, and you actually could also get the nose turret as well. So you can basically take this and build that. Now, I believe there's 2 options for the turret. There is a single size 4, or I believe like the dual size 2s that are on that there. I believe that's how it is. I don't know off the top of my head. Here is the Valkyrie. This currently is the largest dropship that we have. There is 1 more dropship. Well, I guess technically 2 more dropships that are in game. We have this, which is the largest one. Then we have the we'll actually be able to notice in a couple of days, which is the Vanguard Hoplite, which actually has a few jump seats in that as well. that you can use as a dropship. Then you have the infamous Drake Cutlass Steel, which has a large number of drop seats in it, and is kind of a piece of tinfoil, where the Valkyrie is designed, especially once armor comes into the game, it's designed to take a beating so it can go to the front line and drop off troops while dealing with basically the air cover of wherever it might be that we're dropping. The Cutlass Steel is basically a Cutlass Black. It is not designed to take heavy fire, and in order to land and drop off, I think it's 18 basically 18 drop seats that are in it, to drop them off. It's pretty much a death trap if you try to do that. It was extraordinarily expensive to purchase with real money when it came out. More than twice the amount of the Cutty Black to purchase. And a lot of people were upset about it because it really didn't deserve the extra money that they were asking for it. In fact, currently you can purchase it in-game for less money than you could purchase the Cutty Black. So I think they kind of realized their mistake, but they haven't changed the price for it to purchase with real money. At least not yet, anyway. Here currently is the best fighter in the game, as long as you have a friend with you. This is the Anvil Hurricane. The turret on there is actually got a lot of bang for the buck. I believe it has 4 size 2s or 4 size 3s on there. Or was it 4 size? Yeah. There's a lot of firepower. Maybe I can't remember exactly what the layout is on it. I probably should look that up. But it is currently like the most powerful fighter ship in the game, as long as you have 2 people. If you're not with 2 people flying that, it's not very good at all. You really need to have a turret gunner to make that ship really a viable ship. And then here is the F8 Lightning. Is this the C? I believe this is the one that can be picked up. Yeah, I believe this is the one that you'll actually get when either be able to purchase or that you get for completing Squadron 42. It is also given to, I believe, like one of the levels that they have for CIG, one of the backer levels, like one of the highest backer levels, I believe. You actually get this ship as an option. Currently, it is not in game, so we're not able to fly it or anything like that. Well, as gamers, they found ways, but it doesn't actually exist. You can't bring it to reload it or refuel it or anything like that, but they found ways of taking over this ship and flying it around for a little bit, as well as the Idris, which is also technically not in game, at least as a ship for backers to fly. And then we'll head downstairs. There's a couple of ships that are downstairs, as well as a couple of holograms of future ships that are going to be arriving in Star Citizen. Now, I would love to show you guys the other ships. I'll actually probably do a ship tour for each of the ships to have that on my channel. If not, there are many channels out there that have a ship guide. I know that Fist and Jawa are working on a ship guide. They have most of them out now, as well as Subliminal. Subliminal has a great ship guide on the ships that are available. So you could check out those ships, those channels to check out a ship guide for them. I believe several other of the YouTube people out there, content creators have them. I think Morphologist has one where he does a architect's guide to each of them. This is the Amba Ballista. This ship actually really came into its own with the Jumptown events. Prior to that, it really wasn't a ship that a lot of people looked at, but currently the way that it is people load these up and take them out to the Jumptown areas, and they use it as anti-air, because once you get low enough in the atmosphere, you cannot dodge a missile, and these things would locate and fire a missile and take out, like, one shot just about any ship that would be coming down to Jumptown in order to collect the drugs in order to turn them in. But let's see, they have that as well as the Novatonk that they would use for basically defense, ground defense, to cover for the crew that they have inside, basically collecting and setting up prior to a dropship coming down and collecting the drugs that they have set up and flying off. You can check out a lot of the channels there for I think Citizen Kate actually has some really nice videos about Jumptown and taking over and doing Jumptown. This is the Spartan. This one is a new ground ship that came out. Well, I guess ground vehicle that came out. It is a troop transport. I believe it came out pretty much the end of last year, and it is hasn't really come into its own yet. I believe once we get more ground and FPS like missions and stuff like that, then this will come more into their own. Really, it hasn't had anything to really emphasize its worth. But I can't wait till they come up with the events and stuff that they can use that. And here is, if you like military logistics, this is probably the ship for you. This is actually the repair refuel ship for Star Citizen. It is the Anvil Crucible. Currently, it is not in game. Anything that you probably see back here is not in game. I believe it is only going to be purchasable for real money through events like this and IAE, at least until we get closer to it coming into Star Citizen. And usually they're limited availability. This actually really is a pretty cool ship. These arms that you see here, they actually extend out and will kind of patch up and fix ships, mostly capital class ships, out in the verse as they're going out. So it is basically a military repair ship for the Navy. This is the new ship. This is brand new. This is going to be it is technically a boarding ship and is currently for sale. It is in concept and it is brand new. This ship is designed to pretty much hook up, hack in to the docking collars of larger ships so that a boarding crew of 8 people can storm that ship in order to take it back over from, say, pirates, or once we get into other alien species being in Star Citizen, possibly from them, and or for pirates to board a ship in order to take it over. That is basically what this ship is for. And it has a ramp in the back as well as a docking collar kind of in the front. If you look at it's called a Legionnaire. But if you look at it, especially when that docking collar is extended, it looks like a mosquito. But, that's just my opinion. But it's a brand new ship. Currently, it is for sale for $100 war bond, $120 upgrade, and I believe it comes with a lifetime insurance if you purchase it through war bond. And right here is the Liberator. This ship is actually designed to ship your ships, basically. It is a shipping ship. The ship actually has a landing area and a ramp area. So it has a couple of kind of landing pads on top of it. And you would use this to transport either ground vehicles or your small fighter craft, like the Hornet that we just saw, the F8 Lightning, the Gladiator, the Arrow, any of those ships it brings to the engagement area. Being most of those ships aren't very big on fuel, this is the ship that they would use in order to deliver those ships and bring those ships to wherever you're going. And that is Invictus. Thank you for joining me. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon if you're interested in hearing any more from me. Alright, leave any comments. Have a good day.